Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the WWN World Multimedia Championship. Introducing first.
Well, we were just talking about Jarett Diaz. Man, this young man, not only defeating Sideshow back Heatstroke 2025, but also pushing August Artois to the limit at Fallout. Man who won the Southern Stampede, had the opportunity that night. Been killing it up in New York City. Just had a hell of a night last night in New York City. And oh, by the way, about to face one of his best friends and former Rapture stablemates. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. We're going to go from a low to a high, gentlemen, I promise you. And didn't even make the pun with you here, baby.
I have never been able to witness this man go in person. This is, again, another first time for me, so I'm very excited. I know that these two gentlemen know each other like the back of their hand, and so I am very excited to see what's going to happen here. I know for Jay Sky, this match has a lot riding on it, and I'm not just talking about defending this title.
And you already heard this Multimedia Championship. It is indeed a World Heavyweight Championship, thanks to Sideshow last year, taking it over to Thailand. I know we're talking a lot about Sideshow in this, but I'm still a little emotional after the moment we just had, but...
It's hard to even speak on that situation with Sideshow, because I'm yet to have the privilege to get in the ring with him in any capacity. So before he goes, I would love to get in the ring with him. But right now, we got a one-on-one competition between homies, partners, teammates.
Two men that I know you are very familiar with, Baby Keith, so I'm interested to hear, once we get to Michael James's announcement, what your thoughts are.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger. He hails from Bronx, New York, weighing in at 204 3/4 pounds. He is the face of the franchise, Jarett Diaz. In his opponent, he hails from Bronx, New York, weighing at 230 pounds. He is the reigning and defending WWN World Multimedia Champion, the Hellhound, Jay Sky.
Let's talk a little bit about what that championship is about. The matches, the Multimedia Championship matches, find themselves on all WWN social media platforms, not just here, Club WWN, WWNlive.com. It's additional eyeballs. Everybody wants those eyeballs. And in the case of Jarett Diaz, it's been a long time since that man has had any kind of singles gold here in the World Wrestling Network. When it comes to Jay and Jarett, basically grew up in our sport together. Already mentioned best friends. In fact, Baby Keith, one of my favorite moments about a year ago, a little over a year ago, you and the Miami Boys versus the Rapture, up until Richard Adonis went and stabbed his best friends in the back at the time, proved they weren't really friends after all. But man, what a great match you guys had. I think it was one of the top contenders last year in our 2025 polls.
Definitely was. It's a match that I actually hold near and dear to me, because I felt like that was the, OG WWN ACW crew against the new WWN crew with us, the Miami Boys, until Richards decided to be biting everybody's neck. But nonetheless, now we are here. Jay Sky, Jarett Diaz, one-on-one World Multimedia Championship on the line.
So it's going to be interesting, guys. How long does it take before things break down? Because let's be honest, friends or not, the belt is on the line, the championship. Only one man leaves here with the championship.
And for Jarett Diaz, I mean, this is a huge opportunity against somebody who, I mean, I hesitate to even say this, so you really didn't even have to scout. You grew up together, like you said, Trevin, in this business. They know each other so very well. It's almost like you probably didn't even have to do a whole lot of homework going into this thing. Not like if you were to face, say, a Baby Keith who's sitting right next to me here. Man, and for Jarett Diaz, 0-3 in championship matches here at WWN or for singles gold. At a certain point, the pressure is going to start to mount. This might be the biggest opportunity of his career so far.
Well, Trevin, to answer your question, referee Donald showed both men what they're fighting for. This is, to me, is going to break down immediately. They know that they're homies, they know that they're friends, they know that they're teammates, but they also know they're in singles competition right now fighting for a championship.
Oh, it's a great point. And, you know, you've been there before in friendly competition with the boys, and you know each other so well. It makes it that much harder to compete.
It definitely does make it that much harder.
And you can see these guys are definitely being cautious, making sure that, you know, you don't want to make any mistakes because you know your opponent's going to know what to do.
Exactly. It's like you're in there with somebody who knows what you're going to do, but you also know what they're going to do. So you don't want to be the first person to make a mistake, because that might be the costly mistake. One mistake in there with somebody that you know that well could be a big costly.
Do you make an extra point, Baby Keith, when you're going into a match like this against somebody that you are so familiar with to do some extra work on your end to kind of change up your offense or change up your defense, throw something at them that they may have never seen before?
Most definitely. I try to approach that way with anybody in general, but definitely with somebody that knows me very well, like a teammate, like a Puma Johnson or Chris Malachite, Xander Maddox, anybody that you team with. You will want to have something in the back pocket that they don't have, because you very well might end up in a situation like this.
And the agility here of Jay Sky. You know, I know a lot of people underestimate the man. He's got the muscle, but can fly. And right now, hitting a Hurricane on Jarett Diaz. It looks like Diaz has to regroup.
And I know Jarett Diaz has seen Jay Sky do that a million times, but even if you know it's coming, sometimes it's hard to stop it.
Oh, 100%. And again, to my point, Jay getting ready to fly, but Jarett did know. And a power slam. Leg is hooked.
Straight into the cover.
Man, the quickness that Jarett Diaz stormed into the ring and flipped his hips and threw him into that power slam. Ah, wow.
And it's Jay Sky this time needing to regroup, but I think Diaz getting ready to fly. Nope, changes his mind. Smart. You saw Jay was getting out of the way, and look, if I'm Jay Sky, I'm not waiting. The second I realize I hear somebody flying, but Jay may have gotten out of the frying pan and into the fire.
And you actually saw he nodded. He went, yep, I scouted that. I knew it was coming, but he did not see that kick coming at all, guys.
Oh. Small of the back, the double stomp, the damage done. You see the official coming out, making sure the multimedia champ's okay.
And obviously we all know Jay Sky tries to do the right thing all the time. He's obviously held that championship with pride. Wow!
No, caught by Jay and a power bomb onto the apron.
I told you it's going to break down damn near immediately, and the first person to make a mistake is going to be costly.
Diaz could be broken in half.
And Baby Keith, you said it. That was a huge mistake from Jarett Diaz. And you saw, actually, Hellhound Jay Sky kind of put his hands on top of his head, wondering, oh my gosh, did I actually injure my friend here? I obviously, for all of us here, we certainly hope not.
But you see, still, he gives him a chance to breathe. Referee hasn't stopped the match, so he has to continue. Picks him up, throws him in the ring.
Hey, when you're in the moment here, hooking the leg. But this, my friends, this is going to be that moment of the matchup. If Jarett Diaz is not victorious, he's going to be looking at that when he watches the tape back, as this old people say. And bottom line, I mean, that up until that moment, I really think Diaz was starting to build the momentum, but now it's all Jay Sky. Oh.
And what did you say earlier? He's 0-3 in championship matches here?
Yes.
See, I know
singles championship matches.
I know what it's like to be on that end of the bargain. I know what it's like. And sometimes when a mistake like that happens, you might not even want to watch the match back, watch the tape back to see what you did wrong, because you're going to be so much in your head about now being 0-4.
And I love the nerve hold right here, going for the trapezius. Jarett, though, starting to get back to his feet, trying to fight off Jay Sky. But, man, so much damage has been done. These guys, though, it's been pretty much, I'm just going to say it, balls to the wall since the get-go.
100%. I couldn't agree more, Trevin. And, you know, I was going to say earlier that Jay Sky seemed a little bit hesitant to start this match. He is anything but right now.
That's senton. Hey, again, for a championship, you may be facing a Fred. I'm not trying to end a career, but I'm sure as heck trying to win if you're Jay Sky, right? Leg hooked.
Definitely. Most definitely. He's not just fighting for a championship. He's fighting to retain his world championship.
It's been 141 days for Jay Sky since he defeated Richard Adonis. The history made that night. And really, I mean, it was just deserves when it comes to Adonis being defeated by Jay Sky. But could you imagine Jarett Diaz, who's able to get out of the way, and now what damage was done to Jay?
And you better hope if you're Sky that Diaz did not see that little gimp there, because if he did, it's going to be like blood in the water.
No question there. And boom,
I think he saw it. Yeah.
Yep. Take the knee out, going execution style, but no, getting out of the way. Jay Sky again, even potentially hurt, trying to fight back. But I'm still saying, man, imagine if it's Jarett Diaz to defeat Jay Sky here tonight.
Oh, the pride would be shot. I mean, obviously, like we said, we got Baby Keith sitting here. Like, that would be like Baby Keith winning, you know, the Proving Ground Championship, you know, possibly tomorrow night. And then, you know, 3-4 months down the road, Puma Johnson takes that championship. Not only is that, you know, does that rock your confidence as a singles performer, it's almost like you're taking a step backwards because your tag partner takes that from you. I can't imagine that mental struggle.
Well, it's a step forwards, leg is hooked for Jarett Diaz.
I was riding with you up until the point you said possibly win the championship tomorrow. I'm going to destroy this man and win the championship tomorrow.
I will check myself before I wreck myself, Baby Keith.
Appreciate you.
Jay Sky very smartly as champion in the ropes, gives him a moment to try to recover here. Jarett's having to force the champion in. Not that I think Jay Sky would ever take a count out, but it would help the champion from the perspective of he wouldn't lose the championship with the advantage. But now,
oh, look at the look on his face. He knew he made a mistake. Going for the kick with the bad leg, and that dragon screw might have just torn every ligament in the knee of Jarett Diaz. Or excuse me, of Jay Sky.
And there it is. Just a 2 count. But man, you can see Sky in trouble. And back to the point, it's even with friendship, you got to go after that knee. You can't not go after the knee in this moment right now.
I mean, you certainly can not go after the knee, but I don't think that's a viable option, even if it is a logistical one, I would say.
I mean, you know, you don't want to break your homie's leg, but you want to win this title. If you see him where he made a mistake on his own end and hurt his own leg, you got to jump on that.
And to the point, you know, Jay could always tap out, not that he would. But if he really thought his knee was in too much trouble, and I loved the way that Jarett Diaz was also twisting the ankle, adding a little more pain as these chops continue as well. You can see Jay Sky can barely stand. But as I say that, return fire.
That Superman logo might be rubbing off. He gets a few more chops like that. My goodness.
Must have got in my stash because I was thinking that same thing.
Oh my goodness. We've talked about it this entire match, know each other so well. That Nelson, no counter. Well done by Diaz.
Right back to that injured leg. Oh, my Lord.
How is Sky still not going down here?
The face of the franchise. It's not just a moniker, it is how Jarett Diaz feels. And he right now could be going, no caught.
Oh, went for a destroyer.
But able to roll through to the sunset, flip the pin. And now so quickly, Jay Sky.
Wow, one leg, look at the strength, are you kidding?
The super bomb, but right now, Jay Sky cannot capitalize.
I mean, if you're Jay Sky, sure, you'd like to capitalize, but the most important thing is you get a moment to yourself where you can try to get some feeling back in that leg, get a little bit of rest as you try to get back into this match. But man, what a contest we've seen so far, guys.
And you hear the appreciation of this WWN faithful here at the OCC Roadhouse. It's a beautiful night here in Clearwater, Florida. If you've never been to the OCC Roadhouse, I'm telling you, you gotta be here. This is a destination, especially if you're in your motorcycle. It's got some really cool stuff on the inside, though. How about this wrestling to go along with the great food? And I can't believe both men are back on their feet.
And everybody has an opportunity to come down here tomorrow for Dangerous Intentions for WWN Proving Ground. It's going to be awesome, but right now we are seeing an awesome contest between two friends, although I'm not sure how friendly these guys are going to be after this thing's over.
Oh, these guys are going to clap each other up. These guys are going to be exactly how they were right before they came into this match.
One man went for the crossbonks. One man went for the ghouls wings. Both men knew how to counter it. And now things are breaking down.
Are you sure about that, Baby Keith? That didn't seem like any positive spirit, anything to me.
Hey, this is competition at its highest between two guys that know each other like the back of their hands.
Have you ever heard the phrase, what is the sound of one hand clapping? It was Jay Sky slapping the taste out of Jarett Diaz's mouth right now.
Diaz sees Sky coming, but you notice Jay was able to catch himself. Hey, sometimes the old school's the answer.
What do you do?
Can't argue with you there.
What do you do, Baby Keith, if you're Jay Sky to get back in this match? You're wounded. You don't have a whole lot of momentum here. Obviously, you're putting a little bit together here, but what do you do to try to get back in this thing?
You just keep fighting. You're a champion. You know you're a champion. You keep digging deep like he was just right here, driving Jarett Diaz's head into the buckle 8, 9, 10 times to get some separation and to do some damage at the same time.
Look at how long it's taking Sky to get up to the top rope, and that cost him dearly.
Now keep in mind all the damage that's been done to that knee, and I think Jay, any adrenaline that was there could be gone, and up and over, double stomp to a Jay Sky, who may have just landed head first outside of the ring.
And you said it earlier on in the night, those are just basically there to cover wires. There is no padding on those things on the floor at all, so that is literally getting your head driven down into concrete. And Baby Keith, obviously, you know that better than anybody.
You see the concern from the official, Don Houston. This time it's Jay Sky who's the one that's prone, and Jay says he could still go, but man, champion looks bad.
Jay's not going to quit. There's no way. He is current reigning world multimedia champion. He is not going to quit on his championship reign. Oh!
Second time works, up and over, taken out.
Beautiful tope con hero. He flew like that Superman logo on his chest would suggest, but Ken Diaz put his former partner away.
Coming from the top, you called it earlier. Is he going? Destroyer! Ridiculous, coming all the way from the north, the pin. Oh my gosh, could that have been closer?
I don't think so. I don't know how Jay Sky kicked out. Are you kidding me?
I don't know how that could have been any closer.
I mean, we're talking 2.999 right there. The Canadian Destroyer literally coming all the way from the top rope. And somehow Jay just barely gets the shoulder up. I wonder if he bumped the ropes in the process, and that's what the official was able to see to break it. But it's got to be a matter of time here, guys.
Jay might be out of it. I'm not going to lie. I think he might have kicked out on instinct, but this might be wrapped. Oh, the back.
And we saw it earlier. What did I say about that moment? No, does not. Two, and both were dodged. I can't believe it.
Wait a minute, is he going for Medusa's gaze?
You're not kidding. No, countered. Of course, that's Richard Adonis's move. This time the second does kick. Connect, should I say.
I mean, isn't that a little disrespectful if you're Jay Sky going for the move of the guy that turned your back on the family?
Hey, when you know it works, go for it. Poison Rana!
Mike Rana! How in the world is... Wait a minute, look at Jay Sky!
Hot damn!
What?
Wow! Claymore takes the head off of the challenger, and he's not done here. Jay Sky now, the Ghoul's wings delivered perfectly, and the leg is hooked. That's it.
It's still the WWN World Multimedia Champion, the Hellhound, Jay Sky.
I don't know what I just witnessed. I don't think I have seen in my very short lifetime somebody just eat a Spike Rana like that and then just get right up and finish the match on one bad leg. If there was any soul on the planet that still thinks of Jay Sky as a tag team guy, they don't deserve to speak anymore because he just proved them wrong.
That's why the term fighting spirit exists. And I hate to use cliches, but that was the epitome right there. Jay Sky fighting through, but how about Jarett Diaz, the challenger? If it wasn't for the back, you got to ask yourself, did Jarett Diaz just win the Multimedia Championship?
I mean,
I told you.
Certainly a chance, right, Baby Keith?
One mistake cost you everything. And now Jarett is 0-4.
And man, it's a tough break for Jarett Diaz. And I'll tell you what, he was aggressive tonight. He was on top of his game. But there are very few athletes on the planet that have been more on top of their game recently than Jay Sky.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the record books just say who won, who lost, because I'll tell you right now, Jarett Diaz in every one of those matches show-stealing battles. But unfortunately, it's about winners and losers here in our sport. And congratulations to Jay Sky continuing that reign. Day 142 tomorrow will be there for Jay Sky. Pun intended this time. Sky's the limit, baby. I can't wait to see more Jay Sky here in the World Wrestling Network.
I couldn't agree more. I talked to him at the end of 2025. He wants to show that he is the best wrestler in WWN. Man, if tonight's going to be the night that he shows that, he might be in the conversation.
A big W for him, but let's relax on best in the company.
Hey, it's his words, not mine.